Okay, now that we have music, I remembered that, I finally, you know, yesterday we were talking about, okay, if you could have 5 characters in a new DLC pass, what would you pick? I've gotten my characters. So the first list is a list of realistic expectations of characters that from series that are already in the game. We got, so my 5 for that would be Bandana Waddle Dee, because that's my son, and it's his time. Surely it's his time. I know we've been saying this for the last, like, 13 Smash games, but it's surely his time now, right? That's my son. Especially after Air Riders, it's his time, I believe. And then Viridi, because, Kid Icarus Uprising bias, because, like... Yeah, Kid Icarus Uprising, my favorite game. People often want to vote Hades, and yes, Hades is a great character, but I just don't see any moveset potential in him. He's just big and strong and, like, shoots fire, I guess? I don't know. I feel like he would just be a Ganondorf clone, but Viridi has, like, a scythe, and scythes are sick as hell, and she has, like, grass powers and stuff, so that could be cool. And then Shadow the Hedgehog, if we can't give Sonic his revamp that he desperately deserves, then surely we can give, we can have Shadow the Hedgehog, right? We can just have the cooler version of Shadow. And then that's going to be a theme for my last 2 characters. Because next is Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom. Again, if we can't give Ganondorf a better moveset, why don't we just put a cooler Ganondorf in the game? And then last is Riku for the same reason. Because, like, listen, I like floaty Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora just fine. Floaty Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora is fine. But Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora, Kingdom Hearts 2 is where it's at. And we could have Riku kind of represent the more modern Kingdom Hearts stuff. So there's my list. And then here's my list of completely unreasonable expectations. So this is just like everything on the table. So we still got Bandana Waddle Dee. I will not let my son go. Then Reimu from Toho, because she would be a cool indie game rep, and she's like the original indie game. Riku, but specifically his redesign in 3 before the haircut. Forgot that he got a haircut. The Barber Tower of Shadow. And then there's Ichigo, because I'm like, okay, you know what? If it's my game, if it's my list, no restrictions, we're having Ichigo. You can't. Especially if we have the level up transformation from Rebirth of Souls, I'd be sick. And then an accelerator from a certain scientific index. I know he wasn't even playable in the Dengeki Bunko fighting game. I don't care. He could have a cool ass moveset. Shut up. And then finally, Enyou Solaris, I think would be a pretty cool addition. You know, I mean, I know he doesn't currently have a lot of moveset potential, but there's future things in the development that Sakurai, you know, like when Greninja was added and Sakurai got the design documents, like before Pokemon X and Y even came out. Before X and Y even came out. And then they're based on that, Sakurai was like, yeah, Greninja's the coolest. Sakurai has the design document. Sakurai knows what he's doing. And the third list is third parties. So somewhere between no restrictions and realistic expectations. Okay, so here's my realistic expectations for third parties, and by realistic I mean third parties we never know anything. We'll just do our best. So I have Toho, Reimu from Toho again, because I think like if Sakurai is ever going to add an indie character, he's going to pick the absolute oldest indie character and most Japanese indie character to possibly exist, and that is Reimu. And then I have Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil. Resident Evil was in Ultimate via Spirits DLC, so it's not completely against the realm of possibility, and they also work with Capcom, and also there's new Resident Evil games coming out, so I could see it happening. And then we have Archer from Fate Stay Night, again into a little bit more unrealistic territory, but I think he could be very Leon backflip on command, exactly. But yeah, I think Archer, one of the only few like video game genres we don't have in Smash right now is a visual novel, and Fate Stay Night is like the visual novel. And I know most people would say Saber, and Saber is the more popular character, but Archer has more moveset potential, because Saber is just an anime girl with a sword, where Archer has literally an unlimited number of weapons that he could use. But either way, as long as Emiya's theme is in the game, as long as Emiya's theme gets a remix, I'd be so happy, you have no idea. And then we also got Senran Kagura. That's a personal pick. That's a personal pick that's never gonna happen, but hey, it's my 5 characters and I get to do what I want. And the last character is Blue Archive character, Yuka from Blue Archive. Because the second major genre of game that has not been in Smash yet is a gacha game. And I could pick a Hoyoverse one, but I don't like Hoyoverse, so Blue Archive it is. So yeah, there's my third-party list. Hope you enjoy. But honestly, at this point, as long as they don't cut Palutena, I'll be happy with whatever they do with the next Smash game.